Hey Knights, happy April. Now, April is known for all kinds of things. April Fools, Easter, it's the seasonal equivalent of October, but something a lot of people glaze over is that April is also Stress Awareness Month. As we enter into Stress Awareness Month, we want to acknowledge the very real effect stress has on our well-being.
I make a lot of lists.
I like to write things down. I'm big on to-do lists so I can check off things when I get them finished, and it just helps.
I know that, okay, this is what I have to do. This is what I've already done. I don't need to focus on what's already done because it's done and over with.
I listen to music and binge watch TV shows on Netflix.
I go on long car rides with loud music.
I hang out with friends or watch things that I enjoy, or sometimes I bake, and it kind of gives me a sense of escaping all my stress I have, and it's like escaping into a different reality.
Normally I have to take time to myself to recharge away so I don't accidentally take that stress out on others. However, sometimes I truly just shut down and forget how to function.
I handle most of my stress by taking naps.
I either paint or draw. That's really it.
When I'm overly stressed or just having a really hard time, it's almost impossible for me to get a positive thought into my head, and that causes me to break down and fall into a depressive episode. Because of those overpowering negative thoughts, I also tend to forget good things that happen throughout the day. So when I have an especially hard day, I force myself to write down a few good things that happened to me, even if they're tiny. This helps to jog my memory and realize that not everything sucks as much as it may feel.
The most difficult part about stress is sometimes learning how to manage it when it's too much.
It's pretty much facing it head on.
My biggest struggle is knowing how to do something about that stress instead of being paralyzed with not knowing where to start.
Probably trying to get my mind off of it and just trying to calm myself down.
I tend to convince myself that I don't deserve a break, and I won't deserve a break until I finish this ungodly amount of work that I've piled on myself.
I am really bad at slowing down to calm myself.
Honestly, the most difficult part is being able to balance everything.
Prioritizing. And then there's stress at school versus stress at home with family. So just trying to take everything one day at a time.
Trying to get my mind off everything and try to clear my mind.
Just because there's so much all the time, different aspects of life, being able to balance a social life as well as a job and school and preparing for college. It's all really difficult.
From my personal experience, this mindset tends to be that once all of the work is finally finished, you'll be so used to the feeling of overworking that you see the idea of relaxing as uncomfortable and unnecessary. Which seems fine for the time being, right? Well, this can happen because you push yourself so much and you are so far past being burned out that your brain is sort of on an autopilot. I've heard a lot of people say that even once all their work is finished, they just can't shake that stressed out feeling. And instead of taking advantage of the chance to relax, they look for something else to do. I call this stress addiction. Some ways to avoid stress addiction is to see relaxing as equally as important as doing work. If you put all those things as a requirement and force yourself to decompress when need be, you won't face burnout nearly as easily. It's kind of like tricking your body into relaxing. Whether it's physical, mental, or emotional stress, here are some helpful coping techniques recommended from all kinds of different platforms. First, practice deep breathing. Rather than focusing on the inhale, focus on the exhale. Some quick solutions would be to go for a walk, take a power nap, hug a loved one, vent if need be, take a bath or shower, get a snack, listen to music that calms you, and a real important one is to spend time on your own. We face some of the biggest growths when we spend some time alone. Now, this doesn't mean becoming a hermit, but when you're starting to feel deluded, take a break. That means from public places, from your job, your schoolwork, your family, friends, anything. My favorite coping mechanism is probably reminding myself of times I didn't feel so stressed. I have a notes tab of memories that I felt truly at peace, as well as smells, foods, and drinks that always help to ease my thoughts. The key to handling your stress is having a good balance of pushing yourself and letting yourself decompress. You are human. You deserve relaxation. You deserve a break. You deserve to be stress-free when possible. Different coping mechanisms work for different people, so if any of these appeal to you, I strongly encourage you to try them out. Even if something you try doesn't work for you, it's still a lesson that's showing you what could work in the future. We live in the hysteria that it's alright to be constantly working and tiring ourselves out. Even if you're a person who doesn't believe you need stress relievers, there's no hurt in trying them anyways. Thank you for listening, and now back to your anchors.